What's up, everybody? Welcome to our Airback Max review. During this review, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about this suitcase right here. We're going to go over its top features. I'm going to pack it out to show you how much we can fit inside. I'm going to go over some pros and some cons. And then I would stay tuned until the end of the review because if this is not your perfect suitcase, I'm going to give you some alternative recommendations. Let's get right into it. Let's start off with the gist of the Airback Max. This baby is a hybrid. We got a suitcase / backpack. I've done tote pack fusions, but I've never done a suitcase pack fusion before. And also, if you've never heard of Airback, they are known for one of their features that I've never seen on any other backpack as well. So stay tuned to see what that is. Some of its top features. Like I said, it is a hybrid, so it's got a stowaway system for the back straps, a luggage pass-through holder, a built-in weight handle that shows how heavy the bag is, a TSA-approved lock for your laptop compartment, and I would say its most popular feature is its built-in vacuum system. The volume is 48 liters that can also expand to 60 liters. It weighs 7.7 pounds. It comes in one color option. And for reference, this is what the bag looks like on me when in backpack mode and suitcase mode. And for reference, I'm 5'2". And for all that you see here, this backpack is gonna run you about $399 US. And if you have just been searching for your perfect backpack suitcase fusion and you think this is your perfect bag and you would like to make a purchase, we do ask that you use the first link in the description below. That link is always going to offer you the best price for these bags. It's always going to offer any discount codes that we have going on, and it is always going to show support to the Gear for the Girls YouTube channel, which we greatly appreciate. Thank you very much. But it's time to see what this guy is all about. Let's start with the front of the Airback Max. For the fabrics, we've got recycled nylon 900D faced wax coating, and this material is so smooth. It's going to be very, very weather resistant. I mean, like, water is just going to slide right off of this. But these are just the materials on the front. The middle and back materials are different. So it's not going to be as weather resistant throughout the whole bag, but it's definitely going to offer some really good weather resistance. We got a pretty minimalist front. We've just got one top pocket here. We got two zippers to get in there, and we got a little half moon opening into a pretty basic pocket. You've got one big mesh pocket inside here, and then a little key leash as well. This pocket does have a bit of depth to it. It goes about halfway down. It does not go all the way down. So that's where I'm probably gonna put a little bit of bulkier items that I want some quicker access to, especially when I'm taking this bag traveling with me. So let's just start loading this out. We got the key leash first. All you do is you push this button, it pops right out. You're gonna attach your keys like so, clip back in. Good to go. In the mesh pocket, I'm gonna go ahead and throw portable charger, my hand sanitizer, my wallet, and my little AirPods. Zip that closed. And then I'm just gonna throw my big old chunky headphones right there as well. They fit perfectly in there. Those are usually my go-to items for a front pocket when I'm traveling that I just need really quick access to. So we zip that closed. Good thing about these materials, they're nice and thick, so it doesn't really give the bag too much of a bulky look yet, but let's see when this bag is packed out how it's going to look. That's pretty much it for the front, so let's get into the middle of the Airback Max. So for the middle, we kind of got like two compartments. We got the laptop compartment, and then we've got the main compartment, which is where the built-in vacuum system is. So right behind this front pocket, we've got the laptop compartment. To get in there, we've got two big old zippers, and we've got another half moon opening, sort of like a half clamshell style. It doesn't go all the way down. On one side, we've got this Velcro closure. We've got the laptop sleeve, a little tablet sleeve with some microfiber lining on the inside, which is going to be scratch resistant. We got some good padding, I would say. Not too thick, definitely not too thin, but I kind of like that the laptop compartment is in the middle of the bag, so it's definitely just gonna be sandwiched in there, so it's gonna provide extra security. To the left of that, we've got a little built-in USB port. So basically what you can do with this, if you got a big power bank, you can hook it up to this cord, throw it in your laptop compartment, and then you've got the USB outlet on the side of the bag. You got USB and a USB-C. And then you can plug that in, charge your phone, and you kind of have like a hands-free experience. You don't have to carry around that big power bank. You can just put it in the main compartment and then just kind of hook your phone up to your backpack. It's a nice feature to have. So we're gonna start loading this tech compartment out. I've got a 12-inch iPad. We're gonna shove that into the little, oh yeah, fits perfectly in there. Above that, we've got our little pretend 16-inch device. We'll see if this fits in there. Okay, there we go. Wow, look at that. Nice and snug in there. So both those devices actually fit really well in there. If you got a smaller laptop, it's definitely gonna fit in there. If you are someone who likes to travel with your laptop double wrapped in a protective case, I think that there's enough room where it definitely will fit in there, but I actually don't think you need it. I like this padding and the microfiber lining. So check for the laptop compartment. Love that. On the other side, we've got the 2 zippered compartments. These are good pockets if you like all your tech stuff in one confined area. And if you don't travel with a tech pouch, you could just load these pockets up with all your cords, your mouse, your hard drive, all that good stuff. So I'm going to load these pockets up. I'm going to put my hard drive in this bottom pocket here. And then on the top pocket, I'm going to put some chargers with my travel adapter and another phone charger as well. Zip that closed. And then this pocket does go all the way to the bottom. It's deep, so it's just a little hard to pack it out, and it's just a little weird because we have the main compartment where all the clothes are gonna go. So, I mean, you could fill this out with like some books, maybe your jacket. If you do travel with a tech pouch, you could throw that at the bottom there. I'm gonna go ahead, roll my jacket up, throw it in there as well. Do a bit of reading. We'll pack a book at that top there. And as you can see, the bag's starting to really fill up now. That's gonna be it for me for that pocket. But like I said, this is your travel bag. You can pack it out however you like. My job is just to show you how much it can fit. And then lastly, for that laptop compartment, we got the little TSA approved lock going on here. Extra security feature. You're gonna just place your zippers in these 2 hooks here, 1 or 2. And then you just gotta remember a 3-digit code. Seems easy, you know? I'm terrified that I will forget my 3-digit code, so sometimes I get a little nervous to use something like this, but it's a good option to have when you're traveling, extra security, especially like if you're like staying in a hostel or something and they don't provide you with lockers. Like, this is always a nice feature to have. Gives you a little peace of mind, especially for your laptop compartment. I mean, my laptop's my baby. I don't want no one getting in there and stealing it. So this is a really cool feature. And to unlock it, you just put your digit in and slide that and they pop right out. Easy peasy. Lemon squishy. Now let's get into what I consider the main compartment. We've got, once again, the same 2 zippers to get into here. And with this guy, we've got the full clamshell style opening, into the one and only built-in vacuum system. So what is this built-in vacuum system, you ask? That's what I'm here to tell you. It is basically a compression system. It is sealed airtight. You've got this thick zipper, tight as hell, to get in here, just to make sure that all the air is sealed. You're gonna pack it out, and then sold separately are the little air pumps where you're gonna just suck out all the air. It's going to go just down, 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 and hopefully gives you some extra space in your luggage for more things. And if you're an overpacker like me, kinda sounds cool. I'm kinda interested. Let's see how this goes. Like I said, the air pump is sold separately. It's an extra $53 US. You don't necessarily have to buy this. There are other ways to get the air out of this little system, which I will show you once we pack it out. So we're gonna put this little air pump to the side for now, and we're just gonna start loading this out with some clothes. I mean, I'm gonna do, not even organize, I'm just gonna throw my in here. And this is how I used to pack before I invested in packing cubes. I would literally just throw all my clothes, zero organization, in my backpack, and it was just a cluster and I hated it, and that's why I love traveling with packing cubes, which when I saw this, I was a little nervous because you can't really put your packing cubes in here. So it really just depends on what kind of packer you are, what kind of traveler you are. We're just gonna try and fill this up. I've got all my clothes for, say, a week-long trip. I'm gonna also pack a little packable backpack for some day trips while I'm traveling. And this is pretty packed out. You could fit more, but I'm really just interested to see with it packed out like this, how much extra room we can get. So we're gonna zip this closed. Like I said, it's super hard to zip and unzip this because you just need it as airtight as possible. You want all that air sealed in there. We do have these 2 D-rings on the side that can also act as like zipper pullers to help you open and close that seal. And I guess that's it. It's time. The moment you've all been waiting for. So if you don't end up purchasing the air pump, there's other options of what you can do. You can open this little thing right there, and you could just jump on it and really just as so, but that one is going to be time consuming. You're gonna use up a bunch of energy that you don't need to use, and it's just not super practical. But if you don't wanna purchase that, that is one option. If you do have a vacuum at home, you can use that. But I think personally, if you're gonna spend the money on this bag and this is like a key feature for you, I think that the air pump is necessary. It's just gonna take it to that next level. It's what it's meant for. So it does come with a bunch of different attachments, little nozzles, and a charger, so you can put any of these nozzles on top of the air pump. I chose this one because I like the way it just goes right in there. It fits perfectly, and we're just gonna go for it. We're gonna shove that in and suck it on down. Suck a little more. And close. And there you have it. Pro tip, I wouldn't use this if you're staying in a hostel. This is very loud and you're definitely gonna piss your bunkmates off. So that's just a little piece of advice if you're taking this traveling. Also, make sure you charge it, because let's say you wake up late for your flight and you gotta do all this, you're in a hurry and you forget to charge it, and then for someone like me who's not I don't plan things out, it just scares me. I know I would forget to charge it, or other thing is, if you're traveling with it, I would be scared that I would lose it or it would get stolen or something, and then what are you gonna do when you're on the road? There's just pros and cons to it, for sure. But what it looks like all sucked up. So this built-in vacuum system is removable if you didn't want to use it. I don't really know why you would buy this bag if you didn't want to use this built-in vacuum system, but it's just an option to have. And if you do remove it, it's just like a regular old suitcase with a compression strap. Now that this is compressed a bit more, I'm gonna go ahead and throw my toiletry kit and an extra pair of sneakers. And then on the other side, we do have as well 2 zippered pockets. I will say with these pockets, if you're really packing out that laptop compartment, they kind of are a little hard to access. They're not stretchy at all, and it just feels a bit tight because the laptop compartment is super packed out. But this could be a good spot for like your bathing suits, your underwear, your socks. I'm gonna go ahead and put an umbrella. This pocket, I'm gonna put my sunglasses in sunglasses case. We're gonna zip that closed. And then I like to use this top pocket for the designated air pump and the attachments. Oh. Be careful. If that happens in your suitcase during your flight, you're gonna use up all your charge and then it's gonna be dead. So now I know what you're thinking. It's a little like, dude, Marissa, what are you thinking? You're not gonna be able to close it? Yeah, you're probably right. And in this case, that's when I would use the extra expansion feature, baby, which is going to be located right underneath that TSA lock. It's one zipper and we're just gonna expand away, baby. And there you have it. Fully packed out, vacuum, sealed, compressed, and expansion feature, all in use. And if you're wondering like how heavy it will actually be, like what is the weight? Well, this baby's got a built-in weight handle. This is a great feature to have if you're traveling some like budget airlines that always want to weigh your bags. They charge you extra if it's over a certain weight. So you don't gotta wait till you get to the airport nervous to see if it's over. You can just use your handy dandy weight handle and test it at home. So right now we're at, all right, let's go back to 0. We're at 0 kg. Let's test this out. 1, 2, 3. 13 kg. But like I said, like I really loaded this up so you don't have to do that. But this bag is heavy itself, so it already weighs 7 pounds, so it basically is only like 20 pounds that I packed in here. But yep, that is a good feature to have, especially if you travel a lot. I think you'll really like that feature. Only thing with this, it's battery operated. So if you do end up having to check your luggage, if it's too big or it won't fit, the airline makes you check it. We were trying earlier and don't know how to do it. So if you know how to remove the batteries in the weight handle, let me know in the comments below. But that's pretty much it. On the middle, we only have one more thing. On the other side, we got a little water bottle pocket. We got a little stretch to it, which is always great. We're gonna test our big boy 1 liter water bottle. Oh yeah, that fits in pretty damn good. So if you like to travel with a big water bottle, there you go, fits in easy. Smaller bottles are definitely gonna fit easier in there as well. If you don't travel with the water bottle, you can put your umbrella in there, you can put your speaker in there, a tripod. A water bottle pocket is very versatile. You can put a lot of different things in there. But I'm gonna take this out really quickly to show you yet another feature. We got compression straps. So, oh my goodness, whoa. They almost don't fit when it's expanded out like this. This is as loose as it can go, and we're trying to, okay, we got it. Not gonna be able to tighten it that much, but the compression straps just offer to cinch the bag down a bit. This is nice if, like I said, you're traveling on a budget airline and they make you put your bag in one of those little like bins and it has to fit in the bin or else you have to check it or pay for it. So these compression straps will offer just to kind of cinch the bag down a bit, make it a tiny bit smaller, hopefully to make it fit in that bin or just to give the bag a less bulkier look. Cinch away we go. Okay, there we go. It has cinched it a little bit. Like I said, this bag is just fully packed out right now, so it's gonna have a bulky look no matter what. But that is it for the middle. That was a lot. Let's get into the back of the Airback Max. First up, we got the top handle, and this thing is thick. It is wide. It's got some air mesh materials that are pretty soft and cushiony, and you know, it's a top handle. It is necessary on a suitcase. If you're dragging it and then you gotta go up a couple stairs, you're gonna pick it up by this top handle. It's nice, it's in a good spot. I feel like I got some control over the bag. Behind that, we've got the almighty luggage handle. And on this handle, you've got 2 notches. I do like that if you are wearing it in backpack mode, you have the option to kind of hide this handle and zip it in that pocket, but it's just your average suitcase handle, not much going on with everything stowed away. Below that, we do only have 2 wheels on this suitcase. I know the 4-wheelers are super in right now, but we're going old school with this suitcase. We got the 2 wheels. It glides so smoothly. You can go in any direction with it. So with this, you're gonna have to tilt it back and pull it like this. And I don't know if you saw, but with these wheels, they've got little ridges in them. They don't have smooth edges. So that's definitely something you're gonna be able to feel when you're dragging the bag. It's gonna feel like, you know what I mean? That makes sense, right? So me personally, I just prefer smoother wheels, but you know, it is what it is. And I think that is all. If you're doing suitcase mode, this is what it's gonna look like, just chilling, stands up nicely. And then if you are wild and you want to carry this thing in backpack mode, just kidding. The backpack mode will come in handy for sure if you're traveling somewhere like a city that has a lot of stairs. You're not going to drag your luggage up all the stairs. You could just go right into backpack mode, throw it on your back, go up all the stairs, but this thing gonna be heavy. And if you are doing that, we are going to unhook. We got some Velcro at the top, and wow, beautiful. We're gonna unhook, take out these shoulder straps. We're gonna rehook this back panel. It is very soft. We got some good padding back here actually too. And then it Velcros on quite nicely. And we'll take the shoulder straps, and right above the wheels, we've got these little hooks. So we're just gonna clip, and we're gonna clip. And it's that easy. I love an easy stowaway system. There are lots that are super complicated, and this one, it's actually pretty easy. I quite like it. For the shoulder straps, we've got Airback's little classic, I don't even know what to call these. They're like little bubbles on the back. They're super soft. They are well padded. The shoulder straps, they're a little wide, not too wide, but they're pretty light, which is good. Then for some comfort features, we've got a little sternum strap that can easily be moved up and down. We got a little, what the heck? What the helly? There we go. Gotta really put your back into that one. We got a little whistle, fun feature to have, safety feature to have. Love that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try it on. Okay, like, it's not that comfortable. I mean, it's a suitcase, so it's not gonna be the best in backpack mode. The main thing is just that because it's got a hard bottom, so that is just digging into my lower back, right where the wheels are. Which, when you're in suitcase mode, you want the bottom to be hard, so it's not like dragging across the floor, but in backpack mode, that is just like not ideal at all. If you're bigger than me, it probably won't dig into your way lower back. It might dig into your upper back, but that is just definitely something to be aware of. Shoulder straps, they're not bad. They're a little bit wide. They're digging into my neck a little bit, but I like the materials. They are not super thick and heavy. It's just heavy. If you're packing this bag out, want to go weave in and out of backpack and suitcase mode, I mean, that's up to you. But me personally, I think this is a much better suitcase than backpack. Now let's get into the pros and the cons of the Airback Max. Pro number 1 is the built-in vacuum system is removable, and pro number 2 is going to be that expansion feature. But for my cons, con number 1, it just was not that comfortable in backpack mode, and con number 2 is that it is super heavy. But if this is the suitcase backpack fusion of your dreams and you would like to make a purchase, we do ask that you use the first link in the description below. Thank you. But if you are like, yeah, that might not be my bag, let's see what else is out there. I got you. Here are the alternatives to the Airback Max. For alternative recommendation number 1, I went with the 4x2 bigger tank carry-on. This is gonna be for you if you just want that classic suitcase feel. It's got the smoothest wheels, 4 of them. It's got that built-in TSA lock and some quick access features. So if you'd like to learn some more information about this guy, you can check the link in the description below. For alternative recommendation number 2, I went with the Bellroy Lite carry-on. This can be a great option for you if you like that old school suitcase feel. It's got the 2 wheels, but they are smoother, so it's got a softer glide to it. It's a bit more minimalist, and it is just so much lighter. So if you would like to learn everything that there is to know about this suitcase right here, you can watch our full review right here. And that is all for this review today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you're liking these videos, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments below any suitcases you would like for me to review. My name is Marissa. This is Gear for the Girls, brought to you by Nomads Nation. Peace.